silence. That's what's haunting them now. They were waiting for an explosion, a meltdown, anything they could use against you. Instead, you gave them control, discipline, and poise. You walked through a storm without letting a drop touch you. Now the same ones who tried to ruin your name are stunned because you didn't just walk away. You came out untouchable. They're still talking, but this time it's whispers of confusion and shock, not victory. It's like someone throwing dirt on a glass, only to be blinded by their own mess. Everything they aimed at you bounced back even harder, not because you retaliated, but because energy always returns to its source. Psychologists say the calmest person in a fight is often the most intimidating. You proved that. You didn't need to scream, your stillness said it all. Now they're sitting behind closed doors, trying to figure out why their plan failed and why you're still standing strong. And if you're watching this right now, hit that subscribe button. It helps keep these real messages moving forward. Seriously, pause for a second and press subscribe because there are people out there who need to hear this, just like you do. And if you've already subscribed, thank you. You're helping more than you know. That's what left them stunned. That's why they're still watching. If you're feeling this, subscribe now and drop a like. We need to get this truth out to more people like you, people who handle storms in silence and let their character speak louder than drama. What made you stand out wasn't just that you didn't react, it's that you flipped the script completely. You turned a filthy situation into something powerful. You didn't crawl through the dirt, you stood on it. You let the world see your growth. They tried to bury you, but all they did was plant a seed. And now that you're growing, they can't deny it. They thought you'd crack. They thought you'd give them a reason to point and say, see, told you. But you gave them nothing. That silence, it exposed all of them. It left them with their own guilt, their own mess. And now when they look back at everything they tried to do, all they see is how badly it backfired. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button one more time. It's free, and it makes sure you stay tapped into this truth. You're not alone. You're part of something bigger. The energy you held on to when everyone tried to break you is what's carrying you now. That strength is what they can't replicate. You didn't let pain change your character. You let it refine you. That's power. You didn't react, you became the reaction. And now they're trying to make sense of how you came through so calm while their whole plan fell apart. Research even backs it up. Silence in conflict flips the power dynamic. The less you say, the more control you have. You let their drama burn itself out while you stayed cool. They needed you to break so they could justify what they did. Instead, they ended up exposed. They tripped over their own schemes while you stayed 10 steps ahead. You didn't just make it through clean. You became the mirror that reflected their dirt back at them. Every lie they told ended up revealing their truth. And that's why hearing your name now makes them uncomfortable. Because it reminds them they lost. They tried everything and still couldn't shake you. You may have questioned why you didn't fight back, why you didn't speak out. But the truth is, you didn't need to. You weren't playing their game. You were playing at a whole different level. They made bets on your reaction, and you gave them silence. And in doing that, you took every bit of power out of their hands. They might act like it's over now, but they remember. They remember your face when they expected breakdowns. They remember your calm while they were panicking. They remember how their plot fell apart while you never even flinched. You didn't just walk away, you walked taller. You showed everyone that real strength doesn't perform, it just is. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button again if you haven't yet. We're not done. There's more coming. And you...
I'm talking about the Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, WhatsApp, all the social media platform. Those are imposter scammer to pretending to buy up the prince. But you know what? The way they try to brag you was low and dirty, full of the bad intention. But the way you carry yourself through the all, that's why they cannot stop. You got hit with a lie, dragged through the mud, tread in the way. They could have shattered someone else. but you didn't fall apart. You stayed calm, say nothing. Let the silence. That's what's haunting them now. They were waiting for explosion, a meltdown, anything they could use against you. Instead, you gave them the control, discipline, poison. You walked through the storm without letting the drop touch you. The same one who tried to ruin your name. There are lots of people. The same one who tried to ruin your name are stunned because you didn't just walk away. You came out untouchable. They are still talking about this time. It's whisper, confusion, shock. Not the victor. It's like someone threw the dirt on the glass, only to be blinded by their own mess. Everything they aim at you bounce back even harder. Not because you retaliate, because the energy always returns its source. Psychology says calm person is fight often most intimidating. You prove that. You don't need a scream. Your sadness said out loud. Now they're sitting behind a closed door, trying to figure it out. Another plane, and a fail. Every time we are fail. While you are still standing strong, and you are watching this right now. So, seriously, a second place. People out there who need to hear this just like you do. And if you already subscribe, you helping more than you know. The reason they are impressed isn't just because you stayed calm, because you show the level of control, clarity you didn't expect, you didn't lose. Even sleep, you handled the discussing stressful situation like you had already trained. Every move was thoughtful, every word was of lake. It was powerful. You didn't sink to their level, so it's different level. You can do the nonsense with clarity, like a sergeant getting straight to the point, walking away clean. The kind of strength. And now they confuse. They admire you. Secret. The same people they try to destroy your images. Watch you closely. Wonder how you turn that KR into the moment to the growth. You didn't just survive. You changed today. They were hoping to see you crash, but they were betting you your value. So instead, you gave them the silence. Echo louder than argument. The silence showed them exactly who had the real strength. Don't forget that those was not random people coming for you. Some of them were close people you saw, and would stand beside you. But when the pledges, they showed exactly where they stood. So you didn't meet hate with hate. You met with the presence, strength, focus. That's why they've been stunned. That's why they're still watching. So people who handle strong silence and let the character speak louder than drama. With AI, YouTube imposters scammer, they fabricate with AI fake story drama fabrication. They should brought in the international criminal court, and they should get a fine, get a punishment by the international court for $1 billion for the damage your reputation, your name. Those $1 billion will go to the foundation, charity foundation, YouTube channel, all the impost scammer. YouTube, that the CEO is ugly woman, you know. YouTube CEO is the most ugly woman. She's handled this kind of trash and the porno, you know. She's handled lots of porn website, those things, you know. It's very, very disgusting. She should resign, you know, and stand up. Those are CEO YouTube, okay, but just and Instagram, Facebook, WhatsApp, so on. Mark Zuckerberg, yeah. You didn't react. You flipped the script completely. You turned the 50 situations, vital situation, into something powerful. You didn't crawl through the dirt. You stood on. You let the world see you grow. Those are impulse scammer, you know. I want to advise those online women. You are very ignorant. How can you go somewhere without know the people, just online, and without doing research, study? That's your own fault, especially those of Russian, you know. Russian girl, those gold digger. They come to Dubai just for the, you know. It's sad, you know. Woman, I feel ashamed of those of women from Russia, you know. They come to. I have so many Russia girl, and USA also, you know, become the, you know, the export. Russia export also bride. Even in Taiwan, also Russia. So many Russia, even in Taiwan. The Russia girl for the bridal, you know, for a bride. It's a shame, you know, because for the money, gold digger. Now, all over the world, lots of Russia girl. So I feel ashamed of you, you know. And now that you are growing, so they thought you're crack. They thought, of course, that those of, you know, prostitute, those of, yeah, I feel ashamed of you, you know. They thought give them the reason point, but you gave them the nothing. The silence exposed all of them. It left them with their own guilt, their own mess. Yeah, they should feel their own guilt, own mess, because they are gold digger. When they look back everything they try to do the all, they see how badly backfire. You haven't already. It's not a, you know, so it's free, and make sure you step not in tap into the truth. You stay the tap, but go to the truth. You are not alone. You're part of something bigger. The energy you had when everyone tried to break you. Yeah, everyone tried to break you, and what's carrying you is now the strength. They cannot replicate about you. You didn't even change its character. You let it define you. You don't need to validate. That's power. You didn't regret become the reaction. Now they are retrying, make sense how you came to come. The whole plan fall apart, failing. And the research backed it up. Silence, conflict, dynamic. The less you say, the more control you have. That their drama burning themselves out while you stay cool. They need you to break so they could justify what they did instead. They end up exposed. The trip over their own skin. Why stay the 10 step ahead? You didn't just make it through clean. You become a mirror, reflect their dirt back to themselves. They lie. They end up revealing the truth. That's why hearing your name now is making them uncomfortable because remind they are loser. Impulse scammer and those are YouTube channel CEO, Instagram, Facebook CEO, they are loser. They sell all your data to the criminal. They are rich because it's bad, they are criminal. They try to everything, but still couldn't shake you. You may have the question why they did this, but you don't need to fight back because you didn't speak out, but the truth will speak out. Because if you didn't do it, you don't need to do this. The truth will speak for you. So you weren't play their game because you don't need to play the game. They play the game. They were playing themselves the whole time. And you are in the different level with them. Those are criminal. They made a bet on your reaction. You gave them the silence. Yeah, you took every bit of the power out of their hand. Yeah, you're not a man. They try to manipulate, but you out of control, unstoppable, unbreakable. So unstoppable. So my act is on. But remember, they remember your face when expect breakdown. But now they are failure. They are loser. Remember your calm while you were panic. Remember how they fall the part while you never even flinch. You didn't just walk away. You walk taller, stand tall. You show everyone the real strength doesn't perform. And don't get hit. So on. So if you met their lie crumble just by the standing still presents, you become the proof that you will never be for the mess. You just couldn't see that. Yeah, I can see that. Now your silence say more. Their whole story, their fabrication AI, their fake images, their fake drama, fake story, fabrication for damage, destroy your reputation and your image. Because they are jealous. Yeah, you never need trick. You never need to bring anyone down. You just stay the true, real. And that alone push you forward. You weren't to their race. You were beating your own land. You're beating your own land. Now they are realize they cannot catch up because you are untouchable, because you move with something they don't have. True. They don't have true. They only have fake fabrication. So they were fair, totally fair. Even the God will give the karma. Even the God will punish them, go to hell. So they are starting you move on. They cannot ever starting your true. They are fake. And they are quoting you, try to copy your presence, pretending you were always your slide. They know you were not. They remember who you were when you were overlooked. They see who you are now. That's why they are so quiet. That's why your name got mentioned with tension, because you met without the backing. You rise without the cheating. You ride without the cheating. And nothing they can do change for the truth. You stand tall, you stand with truth, you stand with justice. So those of rumor will defeat enemy rate. So this is only part of one. You are feeling so let's type 77. And it came out stronger. You come out stronger and stable. Peace. Mostly it's peace. You come up with peace, smiling, happy. So what's coming next? Explain. Yeah, they are loser. Okay, YouTube channel. CEO, that the most ugly woman. CEO YouTube. Misleading. See, anybody can mirror negative images, but the chosen one don't follow the path. Yeah, they control the images. Most people become like a mess up around them. The other down is starting drinking from the world, but you didn't. You didn't sip the bitterness. You didn't jump into the drama. Just to get the last word, you stayed upright, saw truth, untouched by their damage. And that's why they're still talking. Those are people ugly. Yeah, I was big serious experience, even the friends, those are fake friends, those are people, I avoid all of them. I see how come this world don't have a good people around me. Then now I'm most of the times close God, and now you will find a good people, but rare. You will find a friend, but it's rare. So I don't need lots of trash, lots of negativities. So the numerous fake friends set up, but you rise. You never follow you because you will not pray that check like them. You will play the chess, and you play it quietly. And now people are not just watching you; they are following you. You didn't step over the people right. You step to the strong. You let the progress speak louder than the gossip. You never have to touch them. Yeah, you don't even look at them. 非你莫视，非你莫闻，非你莫听。Let your move rewrite the whole story. Yeah, you will rewrite the whole story. You let the results speak loud. They're down their own noisy. You didn't try to prove anything. You just because undeniable you were. You were waiting for the justify your growth. You don't need to beg any respect. No, you don't. You just leave. Yeah, even that was her most. A diamond never argue with the glass. Yeah, a diamond don't need to argue with the glasses. And shine until the difference become the. So obviously that's what you did. You stay steady, and they try to everything to knock you off, but you stand tall, unbreakable, untouchable. You beat and they broke, and you are dangerous. Not because you are screaming, because you don't have to. You didn't chase attention. You move with the intent, real confidence. You didn't make a noisy. And they didn't misjudge your strength. They misjudge your strength. You didn't need for validation. You didn't fight for a seat. You build one of your own, like a royalty. Every silent move you made, every time you said nothing, when you could feel anything, become the mirror. So yeah, it's hurt being misunderstood, but learn the pain, but doesn't break you unless let it. You didn't fight back. You didn't cry. You didn't down your knee, but you stand tall still. 你不卑躬屈膝，不为五斗米折腰。So 你是赢家。The results start talking. For months, however, no matter how they're talking, it's not working. It's fair. Those are gossipy. Those are fabrication AI. So something greater, every action mattered. So when no one was clapping, why things finally coming together for you now? So they thought they did it in the dark, you know, try to destroy your image, your reputation. We stay hidden. The whisper, the fake smile, the lie, the fake kindness, the mask. Deep down, you always knew better. While they played the pretending behind their mask, you were building the kind of the character with there need any shouted to hurt. You didn't react. They drew because you were never just think about the moment. You were thinking ahead, 10 steps ahead. So knowing you every move created ripple. Even no one see. Right away, you didn't for your impact, your powerful, your influence. Animal, air, clean air, everything. You didn't need a revenge. You were never performing for the people. Exactly. You were aligned with something deeper. Your dignity wasn't show, wasn't to performance, wasn't for the Hollywood, those are celebrating for the show only, But those are, it's for the truth, living the truth in your world. It was, and why you didn't express them because you don't need at all. You understood what they couldn't. The energies always find a way back. Universe always find the justice, find the truth. So while they are laughing, they got away, they move with focus, knowing the test was never about them. It was about you. They want through a reaction, but you give them the evolution. So that's why. That's why you set apart. You didn't just stay silent, you stayed pure. Here, most important is you stayed honest yourself. Honest is most important element to do any business. If you have honesty, you have dignity, then any obstacle, any difficulty, you can find a solution. Without that, no way. 你要圆一个谎，你要再创造更多的谎，所以说这个就是 berry cycle. So even when no one was looking at you, it doesn't matter who look at you, It's no one looking, it's not important. Because God watch you, universe, divine purpose. So you weren't just getting through the betrayal, you were passing the test no one else could do. You passed the test no one could see. You didn't fake the strength you live in. Now your silence becomes a favor, your pain proof, your calm turned into the influence. You didn't just walk through the fire. You turned into something stronger because that's why you never expect. Assuming to come get destroyed, broken, desperate, but instead you step out sharper, clearly, more locked in than ever. They thought would break you become the reason, but you are a admirer. Not KR. It was never the trap. It was training. You build a setup. You build a discipline. You let the strong build you from the inside, but you didn't let it twist your heart. They shape your path. You didn't avoid pain. You learn into your study. You turn into the weapon. You now are carry the most powerful weapon. Defeat all the evil. So also, crack your open reveal and you didn't hide. You let it teach you why the energy is different now. So you don't carry the wounds, you carry the wisdom. You don't carry walking seeking the validation. You walking with already know your worth. Yes, diamond cannot comparative with glass. That's why being sheikh, you didn't trust the sympathy. You didn't pray the victim. You don't need to pray the victim. You don't want to pray the victim at all. Even you are, but you don't want, you transform. You become the winner, righteous, justice, the symbol. You didn't waste your time, most important. You don't waste the time. Your time is validated by the God, redeemed by the God. Every lost your mission, every lost your project, your business, your account, your banking account was betrayed by lots of people. But where the God will redeem, will return for you. It's not in the human core. Those are three core is dead. Our justice, the world justice system, not justice system department is corrupt. It's fair. Those are Supreme Court judge. They are not qualified. They should feel shame themselves. Those are judge. It's worse than prostitute. Those are Supreme Court judge. They got bribery, and they don't have a real power. They should feel shame of themselves. You didn't need to go to public, you see, because you knew something they never can understood. Two doesn't need to help. It is the righteous, So all the righteous come from the heavenly court. And you are assigned by the God. And the real God have justice will prevail. Our international call is that. Yeah. So okay, so now I'm finished here now. So lots of imposters, lots of CEO, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. You should shame on yourself. You sold the data, you created AI fabrication, imposter scammer, and drama and fake scandal, One day you will get a punishment by the God.
Silence? That's what's haunting them now. They were waiting for an explosion, a meltdown, anything they could use against you. Instead, you gave them control, discipline, and poise. You walked through a storm without letting a drop touch you. Now the same ones who tried to ruin your name are stunned because you didn't just walk away. You came out untouchable. They're still talking, but this time it's whispers of confusion and shock, not victory. It's like someone throwing dirt on a glass, only to be blinded by their own mess. Everything they aimed at you bounced back even harder, not because you retaliated, but because energy always returns to its source. Psychologists say the calmest person in a fight is often the most intimidating. You proved that. You didn't need to scream, your stillness said it all. Now they're sitting behind closed doors, trying to figure out why their plan failed and why you're still standing strong. And if you're watching this right now, hit that subscribe button. It helps keep these real messages moving forward. Seriously, pause for a second and press subscribe because there are people out there who need to hear this, just like you do. And if you've already subscribed, thank you. You're helping more than you know. That's what left them stunned. That's why they're still watching. If you're feeling this, subscribe now and drop a like. We need to get this truth out to more people like you, people who handle storms in silence and let their character speak louder than drama. What made you stand out wasn't just that you didn't react, it's that you flipped the script completely. You turned a filthy situation into something powerful. You didn't crawl through the dirt, you stood on it. You let the world see your growth. They tried to bury you, but all they did was plant a seed. And now that you're growing, they can't deny it. They thought you'd crack. They thought you'd give them a reason to point and say, see, told you. But you gave them nothing. That silence, it exposed all of them. It left them with their own guilt, their own mess. And now when they look back at everything they tried to do, all they see is how badly it backfired. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button one more time. It's free, and it makes sure you stay tapped into this truth. You're not alone. You're part of something bigger. The energy you held on to when everyone tried to break you is what's carrying you now. That strength,